Greetings, fellow subscribers. Welcome to another Disney Plus review. Now we're going to do another one for Pixar. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been doing a lot of Disney Plus reviews, but I'm going to try to finish Pixar first. Once we finish, we're going to move on to another subject. I might think about doing the MCU next, so because I love MCU. Especially MCU has been one of my favorites, so I'm thinking might as well. Yeah. So anyway, here we are. We're on Finding Dory. This is directed by Andrew Stanton. Screenplay by Andrew Stanton and Victoria Strauss. Also, he did the story as well. It's got with Ellen DeGeneres and Albert Brooks back, Hayden Rollins, Ed O'Neill, Kathleen Olsen, Ty Burnell, Diane Keaton, and Eugene Levy. So, okay. Since we did about Nemo, let's do about Dory this time. Okay, before we continue this review, all I gotta say is when I saw the preview of it, it's like, this is gonna work. But then when I watched the trailer a little bit more, it's like, okay, I am definitely interested. So when I watched it in theaters, it's like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely one of the best Pixar films again. Another great sequel, just like Toy Story 2 and 3. Now they made another good sequel. So, let's go talk about it. Alright, so we got Dory, the regal blue tang fish, gets separated from her parents. That's the beginning of the movie. And Jenny and Charlie, that's their parents' name. So, she got separated as a child. As she grows up, Dory attempts to search for them, but gradually forgets them due to her short-term memory loss. Later, she joins Marlin and the Clownfish and looks for Nemo. So, yeah, so pretty much it's like a prequel, then a sequel. So they show like a prequel kind of thing, and you get to the story of Finding Nemo, and then it's a sequel to that. So, yeah, Dory's been thinking about her parents. And it's like, wow, I remember this. It's like, oh. And they get those visions and stuff like that. So they show the visions of, and then it's like, you know what, I gotta go find them. So, the only thing is, she needs to going to find the Jewel of Morro Bay in California. Ooh, that's gonna be fun going to travel that far. So, Marlin and Nemo, since they're good friends with her and she helped to find Nemo, they want to help her too. So they join her journey trying to fail. So for the help of Crush, their sea turtle friend, they ride the California Current to California. Upon arrival, they explore a shipwreck of lost cargo where Dory accidentally awakens a giant squid. Oh yeah, I saw that one before. Who pursued them and almost devours Nemo. Oh no. Sheesh. It feels like we're actually going through the same problem. It seems that just like they do with Bruce and the sharks, which they're awesome sharks and they don't eat them. It's like, oh man. The thing is though, it does look like if we're going to watch a similar ride, but however, when they change the setting and change the animation though, let's see, don't get me wrong, the animation was brilliant on the Finding Nemo, but when you see Finding Dory, the animation has changed a lot. Human characters are getting close to more real of that. Also, the visuals from the backgrounds gets better and better. And also, if you get to the aquarium there, that's where they talk about the Jewel of Morro Bay, which is actually I think it's a treasure chest they put inside there. I can't remember where the thing is. But the thing is, they just went there, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is so awesome. And not only that, they introduced more characters in one. Dory met an octopus named Hank, which is voiced by Ed O'Neill. Which, by the way, Ed O'Neill, excellent voice work. So he just wanted to get out there so he can go to Cleveland, Ohio. So that's where he wants to go, trying to get away from that area. So he agrees to help Dory to find her parents in exchange for her tag. So they find exhibits until they're there, and guess what? Once they got to the exhibit that they work at, not there. So anyway, and the funny thing is, she got captured, and Marlin and Nemo trying to get in there, but they have a struggle trying to get there. And let me tell you, wait till you see when they get into the carriage or those stroller things, strollers anyway. Yeah, wait till you see that scene. Oh my gosh, it was friggin' brilliant and funny at the same time. That's one thing I like about this movie too, is that not only it's got heart, but it's got humor too. And you got to make sure you balance it, because if you don't balance it, that's why you're only focused on the humor, but not focusing on the story. That's how things fall flat. Like Norma in the North, look at it this way. Yes, they focus on the humor, but not focusing on the story. And the animation was so cheap, it makes me want to hurl. And then that goes to show you that you don't do that. Don't do that. Because if you're, let's see, as an animation enthusiast anyway, yeah. So if you're thinking about making a movie like that, please don't, because that's not how you do movies. You need to balance it, balance the humor, balance the story, balance the emotions, everything else. If you do that properly, that's how you're gonna do your movie correct, do it well. Otherwise, you're bombed, which you did anyway. So anyway, other than that, let's go back to this story here. So yeah, they're trying to help Dory as Dory trying to find her parents, and they're trying to get to Dory. So yeah, it's a mixed match of fun right there. Oh my gosh, the whole thing is just freaking hilarious there. Then also, let's see. Also, Dory met two fish, Destiny and Bailey. Okay, which I'll get. Let's see, which I see that. Okay, so Destiny is a nearsighted whale shark who was Dory's childhood friend. That yeah, because she was a little child at that time and met her again. So yeah, that's cool. And then Bailey, a beagle whale who temporarily lost equalization due to a concussion, but then he got his mind back to normal. And those two characters, in my opinion, those are the best as well, because they got nice heart, they care for each other, and it's going to show you that your childhood grows back to you. And that's a very important thing for this story here, is to help a childhood friend always experience what you need to figure out what to do in order to find what you're looking for. Oh, and also let me tell you, the parents, Eugene Levy is Charlie and Diane Keaton is Jay, they did an amazing job as well. Actually, in my opinion, the entire cast did so well in each character. This is another reason why I love this movie too, is that you balance each characterization. Because if you do that, that's how you make this movie original. Because if you try to make the characters like, oh, this will need like a cardboard cutout or stuff like that, you need to make them more 3D. You gotta show movement. You gotta show emotions, and nothing wrong to have humor on the side there too. Because if you do that and you focus on trying to make these characters more likable, that's how you're gonna do well. And also the two seals, they're freaking hilarious. Also, they got the seagulls' minds as well. Yeah, so pretty much they got everything from Nemo, and they decide to try to expand the story and do Dory's version of Finding Nemo. So this is pretty much like a Dory's version of Finding Nemo. But the thing is, though, it doesn't feel like a cash grab. It's not. Actually, this movie is one of the perfect examples how you do a film right. And the thing is, this is how Pixar gets beyond their limits, because a lot of animation companies out there, they try to rip off some other things and ideas. It's like, hey, this will do well, and nope. It's like, I've seen this before, and yep. So why do you want to do that? Why do you want to rip off Disney and stuff, Pixar like that? Because if you do that, it's like, you know what? Come on, man. Leave it alone, because you need to do your originality. If you don't have any original ideas, don't make movies. Seriously, don't make movies, because you don't rip off ideas like that. Sure, it's like, that's okay. We could just do a bootleg, and we'll do a bootleg, and then we'll do a bootleg. Yeah, that's what we don't need. The thing is, I just want to let you know that this is the reason why I really like Pixar films, because they know how to balance the story right. Sure, they might want downer of The Good Dinosaur and Cars too, but did that stop them? No. And they need to continue doing that vibe, because you cannot be a perfect company, but you know you can fix your mistakes, and it happens. All companies went through that. But the thing is, though, you have shown that animation is art and story is art. Story is the biggest art right here, because you make Dory go through so much in order to find her parents. And let me tell you, it's one of the emotional endings I ever seen in movies, and I am very pleased for that one. And also the chase scene, especially with the truck, trying to rescue. I think they try to rescue Dory from a different truck and stuff like that. And they're, oh my goodness, the whole thing, man, wow. Seeing the vehicles like that, which shows imagery like that, it's like, man, it's like watching real life, and it's like, wow, I feel like I'm watching a real life movie right now. Except it's all animation, which I love, and that's what they need to continue. I love them, I really do. Okay, now the thing is though, they like I said, they've done so much on this one, and that makes me a very enthusiastic fan for Pixar. Pixar knows what they're doing, and that's all they need to do. They just need to know what they're doing. And this story here, about finding Dory's parents and go through her childhood and trying to find herself, is absolutely one of the most brilliant ideas for a sequel. I know there might be some may disagree with my review, but I don't. And it has become one of my favorite films of Pixar and one of the best sequels ever. So this one's going to get a 5 out of 5. That's it. 5 out of 5. Easy. Easy 5. And it's because this is the standard of Pixar they do. And this is how you do films right. As long as you keep it to like that vibe, it's awesome. There might be some maybe close, but still they're good movies. Pretty much, I haven't seen a very, very bad Pixar film. Sure, Cars 2, I did give a 3 out of 5. But I didn't say it's a bad Pixar film, but it's not a bad film. So Pixar had not made a bad film, period. Well, especially the recent Lightyear, which we'll get to that soon. But I'll probably will be more differ on that one when I get to that review. Still, Pixar, excellent work. Can't wait for the next review. Yeah, I can't wait. Thanks for watching. All the movies, cartoons, and reviews I do are on Disney+. Make sure you follow TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, subscribe me below, and give a thumbs up that helps my content grow. And I will see you on the next review.